Okay, class. So we're going to talk a little bit today about some of the things that we were discussing yesterday as far as World War I. Can anybody, just by a show of hands, throw that answer out there? What were some of the things that we talked about yesterday? Joseph.
Europe prior to 1914?
Correct. Europe prior to 1914. Anybody else? Deanna.
Historic moments of the war?
Historic moments of the war, exactly. All the important things that happened during the course of the war and before. One more. Anybody else? Joseph.
The events that led up to the war?
Exactly, the events that led up to the war. So, like you said, Europe prior to 1914, some of the causes, some of the events, and some of the historic moments. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk a little bit more about your vocabulary words. All right, and we're going to play a little game that vocabulary pick'em. Now the purpose of the game is that your words on the screen are going to show up from your vocabulary list. Okay, you have to decide which side the term applies to. Okay, and you have four choices: the Central Powers, the Allies, both sides, or neither of those sides. And then what you're going to do is you're going to write those answers on your piece of paper, and then we're going to go over them out as soon as you're all done. Okay, so you get about 5 seconds, maybe 4 seconds per word, so it's really quick. So remember, four choices: the Central Powers, the Allies, both sides, or neither side. Is everybody ready? All right, here we go. The first word, I think I already showed you, is an alliance. An alliance is a relationship based on mutual interests. So go ahead and put one of those four choices down on a piece of paper. Okay, the next word from your vocabulary is imperialism. Imperialism means extending the rule of an empire over a foreign country. That's what happens. You take over the country, and that's imperialism. Okay, remember one of the four choices. The next word, militarism. Militarism means maintaining a strong military organization in aggressive preparedness for war. Aggressive preparedness, remember, means that you're always ready. You're always building your army because you're expecting to go and fight a war. The next word is U-boat. Okay, it's an undersea boat. Which one of the four words does that term relate to? Final word, and it's the trick word, is the Bolsheviks. Okay, the Bolsheviks is a member of the Russian Communist Party. Okay, so write down one of those four. Okay, good to go? All right, so let's talk about your answers really quickly. Alliances, that applies to both sides. Imperialism, that also applies to both sides. Every nation that was involved, remember that we talked about World War I, was an imperial power. Militarism applies to both sides as well. U-boats, that applied to Germany, so if you put neither or Central Powers, you were right. Triple Entente, we don't have that one. Bolsheviks, that if you put neither or Allies, you were right. Remember, the Bolsheviks was the Russian party that took control, and after they took control, basically that ended the Russians' participation in the war. Any questions about what we've done? Okay, so what we're going to do now is you're going to get back in your collaborative groups. You're going to break out your vocabulary words, and you're going to do that same exercise with the rest of the words that are on your sheet. So you're going to have about 6 or 7 minutes to work with your group, to go through all the words, and then we're going to get together and we're going to go through them all again. Okay? All right, go ahead and start.